Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. Good to be back. Guess what? The days are getting longer. Spring is hopefully just around the corner, and we're going towards longer days and hopefully sunnier days. I want to start off with an old favorite. Love is but a song we sing, fades the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, and we shall surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song we sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hands. Just one key unlocks them both, it's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now. Am I high? Me or my? Folks all seem to drift on by. Tell me, true friend, am I high? Am I high? Please don't lie. Have my legs been rubberized? Tell me, true friend, am I high? Or was it the gauge that incited my rage? Or maybe the booze that left me so confused? Perhaps that cocaine caused me to exclaim as I fell to the floor, give me more, give me more. Am I high? My mouth sure is dry. I just keep laughing till I cry, asking myself, am I high? Or was it the gauge that incited my rage? Or maybe the booze that left me so confused? Perhaps that cocaine caused me to exclaim as I fell to the floor, give me more, am I high? Look in my eyes. If you could see them from the other side, you'd still be wondering, am I high? Death don't have no mercy, and you lying. Say now, death don't have no mercy, and is lying. When it come to your house, he won't stay long. Look round the morning, one of your family be gone. Death don't have no mercy in this land. Won't give you time to get ready in this land. Well, it won't give you time to get ready in this land. Come to your house and he won't stay long. Look in the bed, find your father be gone. He won't give you time to get ready in this land. He leave you standing and crying in this land. Leave you standing and crying in his line. He come to your house, he won't be long. You look in the bed, you find your sister be gone. He leave you standing and crying in his line. Never take time for vacation in this land. Well, he never take time for vacation in this land. When it come to your house and it won't stay long. Look round the morning, a family be gone. Don't take time for vacation in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. Well, it come to your house and it won't stay long. Look in the bed, you find your baby be gone. Death don't have no mercy in this land. Saying that death don't have no mercy in this land. When I awoke on Friday morning, couldn't get the airplanes from my head. Held my baby a little closer, spent the day in bed. Laid there thinking about tomorrows, all the goods I need and all I have. Something's bound to make or break me back in Amsterdam. Will you bathe me in a chest of Spanish gold? Tear away the promise from the miner's only soul. Spin the wheel of fortune, risking everything I am. All or nothing back in Amsterdam. Back in Amsterdam. We're on the bus forever after. Pass the hat around the blonde cafe. Every terrace ringing with the laughter the organ grinder made. Played a Vondel Park on every Sunday, singing up to sleep my only plan. All around the rivers overflowing back in Amsterdam. Well, your forces force of fortune in my hand. Look around the corner, chasing passion to demand. Spin the wheel of fortune, risking everything I am. Run the river back in Amsterdam. Back in Amsterdam. Back in Amsterdam. There's life around the corner. Sometimes life just disappears, like romance in the married years. I fear the bread and roses a settled life would offer me. Take me where I long to be, back in Amsterdam. Back in Amsterdam. In Amsterdam. Give me just a sec here. So, I've been thinking a lot about our dear friend Tracy Sheridan. Tracy is in so many ways, the talisman for this band, a source of hope, a reminder of the fact that life throws a lot of challenges at you, and above all, a person that I just admire. So Tracy, this is for you. Southern Cross shines distant, beacon in the night. Constellations burning, beckoning light. trouble above. Darkness falls. Orion is broken, the eagle is lost. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Mountains of rain reflect the pain. We hear the swirling out of the wind. Clouds of tears, undiminished by the years, haunting us over and over again. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Empty the clouds, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? State looks clean, but underneath, chalk remembered so beneath. Empty the cloud, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? Orion is back in the southern sky. Prophets know the eagle will fly. Southern Cross shine closer, beacon in the night. Constellations burning, beckoning bright. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I can go working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times before. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, and all those things that don't change, come what may. For the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, things are looking good. You could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not too much for you to do. And those winds sure can blow cold way out there. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, and all those things that don't change, come what may. For the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times before. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, and all those things that don't change, come what may. For the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Sunlight through a hotel window, marina swaying wide, gentle swells and harbor smells, afternoon and night. Voices from the cafe tables, the soundtrack for his life. She dreamed he'd be a memory soon, he dreamed she'd be his wife. He said, I think you're lovely. He said, you always glow. He said, you thrill me like no other, and forevermore. He said, you take my breath away. You're perfect, this I know. She turned to him and said, I'm glad you think so. Twilight turns to evening, evening turns to night. Heartbeat slows and traffic flows, artificial light. Voices from the street below, voices from his head. From a dream she stood before him, This is what he said. He said, I think you're lovely. He said, you always glow. He said, you thrill me like no other, and forevermore. He said, you take my breath away. You're perfect, this I know. She turned to him and said, I'm glad you think so. She said, I'm glad you think that I'm as perfect as can be. I only wish I saw in you the things you see in me. Well, that she turned and left him standing by the door. And as she disappeared, he cried an echo forevermore. He said, you know you're lovely. You know you always glow. You know you thrill me like no other, and forevermore. You know you take my breath away. You're perfect, this I know. In his head she said, I'm glad you think so. In his head she said, I'm glad you think so. In his head she said, I'm glad you think so. You walk in the room, your pencil in your hand, see somebody naked, say, who is that man? You try so hard, but you don't understand what you gonna say when you get home. Something is happening here, and you don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? You raise up your head, say, is this where it is? And somebody points to you and says it's his. And you say, well, what's mine? Someone else's. Well, what is? You say, oh my God, am I here all alone? Something is happening here, and you don't know what it is, do you? You hand in your ticket and go watch the geek, who immediately walks up to you when he hears you speak. Says, how does it feel to be such a freak? You say, impossible, as he hands you a bone. Something is happening here, and you don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? You have many contacts among the lumberjack who get your facts. Someone attacks your imagination. Nobody has any respect. Wait, they already expect you to give your check to some tax-deductible charity organization. You've been with professors, they all like your looks. With great lawyers you have discussed lepers and crooks. You've been through all of F. Scott Fitzgerald's book. If you're very well read, it's well known. Something is happening here, and you don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? You see the one-eyed midget shouting the word now, and you say, for what reason? And he says, how? You say, what does this mean? And he screams back, you're a cow. Give me some milk or else go home. Something is happening here. You don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? You walk in the room like a camel, then you frown. With your eyes in your pocket, your nose on the ground. There ought to be a law against you. You coming around. You should be made to be wearing a telephone. Something is happening. You don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? When we met so long ago, we each had plans for the future. Our plans fit together so neatly, it all came so naturally. When it's a habit, when you share, you make it work without a care. Tell yourself you must achieve. You work cause you believe that it will all come together in the land of happy endings. When I look into your eyes, I wonder how I fly away. When I look into your eyes, I don't know why I'd fly again. When I look into your eyes, see my reflection in your smile, I can feel unlimited affection. Know now for certain I'm the luckiest man alive. It's time to harvest what we've sown, to live the life we've always postponed. It's so hard to let go. Now we both know the time has come to live for ourselves. When I look into your eyes, I remember why I fell in love. When I see your smile, I remember why I'm still in love. When I spend the night with you, it's magic through and through. Why don't we seize the day, forget our job, go out and play? There's still time to move to the land of happy endings. So travel near and far, I know that time marches on. As I look up at the stars, I see how brief our time will be. We focus on each other. As long as we're together, time slows down, lasts forever. Here we are, you and I, in the land of happy endings. It's time to harvest what we've sown, to live the life we've always postponed. It's so hard to let go. Now we both know the time has come to live for ourselves. It's so hard to let go. Now we both know the time has come to live for ourselves. So one of the things that I decided to do at the beginning of the year was to just mostly shift things up and, not repeat a lot of songs. For my initial theory was I wanted to go 3 or 4 shows without repeating. And I wound up going quite a lot more than that. And I mean, I did accidentally repeat a couple things, but only a couple. But I think I'm past that now. And, we're far enough into the year that I think I can play whatever I feel like. So this next one I feel like. They used to tell me how I was building a dream, so I followed the mob. When there was earth to move or arms to bear, I was always there on the job. They used to tell me how I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. So why should I be standing in line, waiting for bread? I once I built a railroad, I made it run, I made it race against time. The railroad, but now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? I once I built a tower up to the sun of bricks and rivets and lime. Built built a tower, but now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Oh, once in khaki suits, a gee, we look swell, doing that Yankee doodly-doo bear. 500,000 boots marching through hell, and I was a kid with a drum. Say, don't you remember you called me out? It was Al all the time. Don't you remember you were my pal? But can you spare a dime? Oh, once in khaki suits, a gee, we look swell, doing that Yankee doodly-doo bear. 500,000 boots marching through hell, and I was a kid with a drum. Say, don't you remember you called me out? It was Al all the time. Don't you remember you were my pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? Say, don't you remember you were my pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? When your mood is dark and the sky is gray, you need to find a place to go, a place to get away. Just put on a movie and brighten up your day, where lovers meet and in the end everything works out okay. Hold me, hug me, love me like there's no tomorrow. You'll be Rick and I'll be Ilsa Lund. Hold me, hug me, love will wash away the sorrow. Casablanca, here we come. When we have to scramble just to pay the rent, we earn decent money, who knows where it went. We put on a movie, brighten up our day. As long as we're together, everything will be okay. Hold me, hug me, love me like there's no tomorrow. You'll be Rick and I'll be Ilsa Lund. Hold me, hug me, love will wash away the sorrow. Casablanca, here we come. We could place a bet at a table watched by Rick, while Sam plays piano, sharing wisdom with each lick. Maybe we'll spot Louis or Ferrari at the bar, then catch the plane to Lisbon, it's not far. Hold me, hug me, love me like there's no tomorrow. You'll be Rick and I'll be Ilsa Lund. Hold me, hug me, love will wash away the sorrow. Casablanca, here we come. Casablanca, here we come. Casablanca, here we come. I don't know about you, but Casablanca is my favorite movie. Always has been. I mean, there are a lot of other great movies that I love dearly, but you know, if you put me in a corner and said you can only have one, that's it. And you know, if Jimmy Buffett, I mean, he really broke the ice there, right? And Pencil Thin Mustache was, you know, his ode to TV shows he really liked. And I thought, well, I'm going to do a song by Casablanca. And if nobody likes it, that's fine, but I like it. This is an old, I guess you'd call it a standard. Rather be in some dark hollow where the sun refused to shine than to be home alone, knowing that you're gone would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. Well, I'm going away, leaving today. Well, I'm going and I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun refused to shine than to be in some big city in a small room with you on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. Well, I'm going away, leaving today. Well, I'm going and I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to see you another man's darling and to know that you'll never be mine. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. Well, I'm going away, leaving today. Well, I'm going and I ain't coming back. Well, I'm going away, leaving today. I'm going and I ain't coming back. Yes, I'm going and I ain't coming back. Every year along about this time it all goes dry. Nothing left for love or money that'll get you high. Henry got pissed off and said he'd run to Mexico, see if he could come back hauling 20 keys of gold. Now the road to Acapulco is very hard indeed. Isn't any better if you haven't any weed. Henry's driving hard and straight on Twisty Mountain Road. 50 people waiting back in hope of Henry's load. Now he's rolling down the mountain going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one gonna be his last. Come to Acapulco, turn the golden keys. Henry, keep your brakes on for this corner if you please. Henry got to Mexico and turned his truck around. He's talking to the man who's got it growing from the ground. Henry tasted, he got wasted, couldn't even see. How he's gonna drive like that is not too clear to me. Now he's rolling down the mountain, going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one gonna be his last. Run to Acapulco, turn the golden keys. Henry, put your brakes on for this corner if you please. Sunday afternoon, Tijuana is a lovely town. Bullfight rings bring tourists and that money flowing down. Border guards are much too busy there at 5 o'clock. Henry's trucking right on through, he hardly even stopped. Now he's rolling down the mountain, going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one's gonna be his last. Run to Acapulco, turn the golden keys. Henry, put your brakes on for this corner if you please. Now he's rolling down the highway, going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one's gonna be his last. Run to Acapulco, turn the golden keys. Henry, put your brakes on for this corner if you please. So I have been reading some really great novels lately. I don't know if you guys like to read novels or not, but I wound up spending 3 years reading nothing but books about Facebook and internet platforms and stuff like that. And, I used to read almost a novel a week. Then last year, I realized I really had to go back to reading fiction just because the world, I just needed the distraction. And it took me a while to get back into the swing of things. In fact, I didn't even know where to look to find good books, and it took me a long time. But towards the end of the year, I started to find a lot of books I liked. And I finished the year on an incredible high with Kristen Hanna's book, The Four Winds, which is a book about the Dust Bowl and the Depression. It's just extraordinary. And I've followed that up this year by reading a bunch of things. They're not even, many of them are not recent. Like I read Richard Powers' book, The Over Story, which is, the first 100 pages you think it's about trees, and then eventually it's about people. And that's a really amazing book. And then Amor Towles, the guy who wrote The Gentleman in Moscow, he wrote a book called The Lincoln Highway, and that just blew me away. And I've read 3 or 4 others that are really great. And I just realized how much how important fiction is to my sort of state of mind. It's a great way of working through whatever stresses and strains are going on in your life. Certainly is for me anyway. And so if you need book recommendations, just ask, because like I said, I've read a bunch of good ones lately. Well, I've been out of work since the plant shut down. They shipped our jobs to China, left behind our town, tumbleweed rolling through. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. Politicians say in banks we trust, they gave them all the money that once belonged to us in the name of red, white, and blue. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. I can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. I used to have insurance and a steady job, but a banker bought the business with intent to rob. He closed all the factories, shuttered every store. Thousands out of work makes his stock worth more. Debt and unemployment, we got up the wazoo. change we can't believe in. It's long overdue. It's past time to sing the blues. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. Living the American dream. Living the American dream.
I want to close this out with a song for Patrick, because, you know, ever since we started doing these like indoor live streams and the outdoor live streams during quarantine, he's been there every time. And I am totally in his debt.
Me and a friend walking down the street, just trying to beat the heat. We were out just to have some summer fun when we were nearly run over by a Winnebago full of nuns, chasing sinners through the night. Gonna get every transgressor in sight. Gonna put up a holy fight on through the endless night. Talking about a Winnebago full of nuns. La da da da. Winnebago full of nuns. They were out to get God's work done in a Winnebago full of nuns. Sister Teresa's at the wheel. How long do you seem so unreal? Father O'Malley's in the back, and he's taking down the numbers of that black Cadillac. What's he do? Sends it ahead by CB. Go breaker, go 19. Gonna notify every religious RV. Gonna put out holy APB from sea to shining sea. Talking about a Winnebago full of nuns. Winnebago full of nuns. They were out to get God's work done in a Winnebago full of nuns. It's got a paint job, looks so damn professional. It's even got a built-in confessional. They're gonna get you sooner or later. They got holy water in their radiator. Talking about a Winnebago full of nuns. La da da da. Winnebago full of nuns. They were out to get God's work done in a Winnebago full of nuns. Well, they do it, 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 they do it in God's name. They do it, they do it, they do it in God's name. They do it, 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 they do it in God's name. They do it, 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 they do it in God's name. They do it, 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 they do it in God's God's name.
Hope you enjoyed this. As always, Saturdays are so special for me, and convening with all of you is what has gotten me through quarantine. And hopefully, one of these days we're going to get to be out on the road all the time, and we'll get together in person. That'll be much better. But until then, we're going to do this. Anyway, take good care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. And, wear the mask, get the shots, and be really careful, because I don't care what they're telling you out there. There's still COVID circulating all over the place. And I just don't think it's cool having thousands of people dying every week in the United States. I mean, it should be none of us. So let's just be careful, okay? Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.